Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about why white people are so annoying. So, I'm not saying this from, what's the word, like virtue signaling or anything. Like, this is my actual opinion. Of course, not all white people, but more than likely a white person. Anyways, so where to begin? How about the time when I was with my friend at a church service party and I was literally wearing something like this. I was just wearing a hoodie, kind of like to the side like that with shorts, and the hoodie was long, so I was completely covered up. I'm walking past this bar top full of a group of people, and this lady steps down off the bar stool, gets in front of me, and says straight to my face in front of all these people, "Oh my god, you're so pretty. Too bad you're dressed like a slut." And they literally all started laughing. I kid you not, bro. Like, you couldn't make this shit up. People are really demonic out here. Like, dead ass, bro. It's insane. I literally just looked at her and I was like... And I walked away. See, here's the thing. One, I choose peace because I'm not like y'all. I'm not of this world. But two, honestly, I feel like if I were to snap, I would just go too far. Like, the things that I would say, and then I would be wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? You know how people, they like to push you to your limit, and then as soon as you retaliate, they take it to the extreme and act like you just held a gun to their face or something, right? Yeah. So yeah, that was a nasty old white lady. Disgusting. Another time, that was like a couple years ago, by the way, like 2 years ago now. This happened a couple months ago. I was at the gym with my friend, and I was using the Stairmaster. I accidentally left my AirPod case in the cup holder. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, come back out, realizing that I left my case in the Stairmaster cup holder. And right next to the one that I was at, before I went to the bathroom, this lady was working out on a treadmill, I think. Was it a treadmill or an elliptical? I don't know. I think it was a treadmill. But she was standing there working out, minding her own business, just like me and my friend were. I go on the Stairmaster next to the one I was at because I forgot that I was at the one on the end. So this is the Stairmaster, this is the lady, this is the Stairmaster I'm in, and I was looking in the cup holder for my AirPods. My friend asks what I'm looking for, and I said, "Oh, I misplaced my AirPods." This white lady, old as fuck, like, she was a hag, bro. That attitude. This is why I'm coming for y'all, because of your attitude, okay? I could care less about you or your life or your existence, but y'all feel the need. Y'all are so miserable. The only way you get attention is by negatively inserting yourself in other people's life, especially when they're just minding their own business, and especially if you're pretty, and especially if you're not white, okay? Like, be fucking for real. These are the facts. This lady explicitly hears me say to, mind you, AirPods are in my ears. This is just the case. This lady explicitly hears me say to my friend, "I'm looking for my AirPods. Mine." And she reaches up into the Stairmaster cup holder where I was at and where they were at. As I'm realizing that they're not in mine, I'm leaning over to she saw me lean over to the one next to her where they actually were. She saw me lean over to grab it because I realized it was in that one. This bitch snatches my AirPods and walks up to the front desk and turns them in. Like, I literally stood on my Stairmaster and I just watched her walk up to the desk, and I was like, my friend and I were just so confused. Why would you do that? Who do you think you are? And again, bitch, I have 2 brothers. I could easily snatch you by the hair and beat your fucking ass. You think I'm not used to people taking my shit? You think I'm not gonna correct you? But like I said, I would be wrong for that, wouldn't I? Somehow I would be wrong for that, right? Okay. So I didn't do anything because I didn't want to get kicked out of the gym. I did say something to her on my way walking back from picking them up from the desk. So yeah. Another story. I'm trying to think of recent stuff, really, because people kind of know not to fuck with me as much anymore. It's the RBF maybe. I don't know. But sometimes that makes people think they can mess with me more. It's kind of weird. Another time is the time I got in my first car accident, which I've talked about before on here. And she had just minded her business. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, one time, this white guy, my friend and I were sitting at an empty Brewster's parking lot, minding her own business, playing music in her car. And some white man has the audacity to pull up next to us, or he went in to get ice cream or something, and then got in his car, but he decided to get out of his car, walk up to our window, knock on the window. Like, let's just stop there because, first of all, you're bold as fuck. Because I could easily have a fucking gun and shoot your fucking... Like, are you good? Are you okay? I don't know. I would be scared personally to even... I would be scared. Like, the nerve is... Wow. He comes up and tells me and my friend, we're like 16, 15 at the time. He tells us to roll down our window, so my friend cracked it open. And we're both looking at him like, what? What could you possibly have to say? And he tells us to turn our music down because we're at a family restaurant. My friend and I look at each other, we look at him. Have a nice day, sir. Bro walks away and gets in his car and drives off. Like, what did you think you were doing with that? I'm concerned that the only dopamine hit y'all get is from being a dick. 'Cause nobody else pays attention to you any other way. It's very appalling. Could never be me. Never be me, bitch. What the fuck? Another time is a different friend and I was going to work. I was driving us to work. I stopped at a stop sign and drove into the parking lot of where I work at, and this old couple literally flew through a stop sign damn near. Like, I watched them in my mirror because I pulled up to the stop sign before them. They flew through that fucking stop sign, pulled into my work parking lot behind me, pulled up next to me, gets out of their car and approaches my car. Bro. Oh my god. Ah! I'm gonna insert a picture of what they look like, okay? Disgusting. This bitch and her husband are, like, come up to my car. They did keep their distance. I will give them that, because I had pepper spray in my fucking hand ready to go. I don't play. Who are you? I don't play that. I feel threatened, ma'am. Right in your fucking eyes. Now what? You're never gonna do that shit again, are you? Like, the fact that people think that they can approach me because I'm a girl, I'm a woman. I guess I come off as non-threatening and threatening. Like I said, the RBF. I don't know. But I am cute, so maybe they're just trying to humble me. Either way, I find it's very humorous to me. It's really funny. You care about me that much. Thank you. Thank you, because I didn't even ask for your attention. Crazy. So yeah, these hoes approach my car. I don't even roll to my window. I'm looking at them like, what the fuck do you want? Because we're trying to go to work, bitch. We're already late. Like, I didn't want them to follow me into my workplace. So that's really the only reason I acknowledge them. Let's be real. I don't have... If you're as busy as I am and mature as I am, like, I genuinely don't care. And I don't have time for what you think I'm not doing right. You know what I'm saying? They basically approached me and told me that I ran the stop sign and that I should slow down because there could be people walking around. When I literally watched them blitz through the stop sign behind me because they were trying to race me to the stop sign so they could go first. But you're here to, You're here to tell me to slow down? So, I will say, I looked at them, I said, okay. Got out. I had to cut that out because I said where I worked, even though I don't work there anymore, but I took a picture of their license plate and called the police on them for speeding around. And mind you, the cops did not give a shit. So why are you on my ass for free? You're not even getting paid. Another time, a white lady got mad because we were driving around an outdoor mall playing rap music, and she told us to turn it down because there's children around. And we should know better not to play rap music in a public area where children are around. Me, when I'm mad that I'm in public and the public's in public. What makes you think that anybody gives a fuck about what you have to say? That's another thing too. Is why do older people have such a bad staring problem, especially older white people? I feel like every single time I step out in public, somebody's watching me. It's always somebody. And it's usually a nasty look from an older lady. Or they look at you so mad because they can't stand the fact that you're near them because you make them feel that bad about themselves. Oh my god, that's literally another thing. I go to school in Atlanta, and I was on the train, and we got off at my stop, and this group of black kids is minding their own business, running up the stairs, and this old bitch comes up next to me and says, what? She said, I've seen them before, they're such fruitcakes. What does that even mean, bro? What the fuck does that mean? And I don't like what it sounds like. So please tell me what you mean by that. I just looked at her and rolled my eyes and kept walking. Because another thing as well, why do white people only bond with each other when they're being racist? Huh? I don't know if... Okay. White people don't look at each other and be like, oh, those are my people. Like, oh, this is my community. Like, we don't have community. We don't have anything to bond on because we're very individualistic. Like, bitch, we don't even love our own family half the time, okay? The drama is crazy. And I'm speaking very, very generally. I obviously can't speak on all white people's families, but I mean, from what I've seen, I don't know, but I might be generalizing a little much here. But yeah, a lot of white people have nothing else to talk about except other people, especially other races. They make it their entire identity because they have no personality, no tradition, no culture, no food to cook at home. Bro, oh my god. Y'all know what inspired me to make this video was this nasty ass plate. Okay, my brother... my little brother is graduating, and his church service is this old people church that I literally have never been to in my life. But he likes it because he works there. They had a graduation lunch thing for them that my mom paid for. And this is the fucking shit that they served us. Bro, I literally gagged, like, ugh, like, y'all are so annoying. You're so annoying. You can't even put together a plate that just is common sense? What is that? I was disgusted, bro. But that's what inspired me to make this video. That was my last straw. How fucking annoying white people are sometimes. Insane. Not to mention pretty much all of history. Yeah, white people are fucking annoying. They're always in some shit. They just try so hard, bro. I don't know. Another thing that really annoys me about white people, I'm getting off topic now, but like, just, it's the orangeness, bleach blonde hair, and them spider lashes, like, and them Simply Southern shirts, and the Vineyard Vines. I'm playing. I'm not coming for the lip filler girlies. But yeah, that's all I can really think of right now. Like I said, just, you know, some things I was thinking about. It's really not that deep. So I hope y'all aren't too mad. Yeah, bye.